Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brickworld. And in today's update, we are going back to the building on the right side of the screen. It's a Oscorp tower I'm building right now. And we are going to build some more stuff here, adding some more stuff at the ground floor, working at the next floor, adding some of the outer walls, adding more light, more stuff. So we are going to make a big update and a big way up to that building. So stay tuned. But first of all, we are going to start working a little bit more on the street in front of the building. I just show you how many bricks are in a little part of the street, a little part of the sidewalk. You can see the counter on the top left side, just for your information, to see how many parts just going in. Something so little, like a little part of a street, a little part of the sidewalk. So you see hundreds of parts just for adding these little parts. So you can imagine how many parts are inside my building. So just a little information. By the way, I'm just adding another hole. I'm going to drill a hole into the table once again, because I want to split the electricity going into the building of that Oscorp tower, because it's going to be a very big building. I do not think that only one USB port has enough power to give the needed electricity to all the stuff inside. By the way, I also started to make a little bit more organized under the table. As you can see here, I'm using now these cable canals, also adding some text here next to the hole, so I know where every cable is going up. So just helping me a little bit if there's sometimes in the future a problem or something like that, so I can fix it faster. Now we're going to work at the ground floor. As you can see here, it's on the left side of that big entrance, and just adding the missing parts here to make everything nice and looking better. I'm using these little trans clear bricks here, because I do not want to have windows where you can really look inside the building, because on the left side there's going to be a kind of warehouse, stuff like that. So there should be the ability to get light inside, but nobody really could or should look inside it. Next part is we're going to use a legal building technique to get that rounded corner inside here. Everything is a lot under drill, so under stress, I mean, because it's as I said, a illegal building technique where you're bending the parts, and you really have to make sure that the ends of that curved part are fixed very good, because if you're not fixing it very good, everything is going apart. Adding some new minifigures now, so we have 976 minifigures now. As you can see, that rounded part here from that inner part next to the sidewalk and under that arcade is now done. I really like how it's looking now, and we have so many interesting building techniques, interesting angles, interesting curves and stuff like that in that building. So I think that is going to be one of my favorite builds when it's finished in the distant future. And yeah. And by the way, now that's how it looks at the moment. Also, you can see how everything looks like better. I started working, adding some windows here for the first floor here, second floor, of course. Just to test how it looks when we have that big entrance area, and next to it we have these lower arcades. And I think it looks better that way, and not adding up all of the part to that higher level, because then the entrance area looks much more interesting, because it's the entrance area, it's bigger, like in an old styled building in medieval times and stuff like that. Now a little speed build to show you how I'm working inside. I'm adding the last missing bricks here to finish up that ground floor here, so we can end up and adding the roof, which is also the floor for the next level. They're missing just some little parts to get to the right height to end up everything. A lot of white bricks, of course. So a big thanks to Frank, who gifted me a lot of parts some weeks or months ago. A lot of the parts I'm using inside here are from the gift from Frank. If you're not knowing what, just go back some videos. I have a video where I got, I think about 90 kilograms of Lego gifted. A very big gift for the channel and for me. So if you want to see it, just go back. And that's the next level. As you can see, I also added the first part of some doors. I also added some outer detail working as these little ladder parts here. And I also added a new staircase inside. As you can see, that's directly how it looks on that curved part. And Yeah, it's a little bit complicated because we have so many cables inside here. I also need more tiles of these 2x2 tiles in dark bluish gray. So my first idea was to finish the lower part here in the curved area, but I do not have all the parts I need, so I started working up here, adding the next stairs here. So I added some windows because I really like if you can see the stairs through the windows and it's going up and up and up. I'm not sure at the moment how tall the building is going to be at the end, but that's the technique I want to use for the staircases here. And yeah, I really like that more modern look, basically with white and black and two different kinds of dark gray and light gray colors. And yeah, I really like that it looks like a really modern building. That's really what I want to have, what I intend to have for that building. And I think we are on the right path to get that done. Coming up next is speed build, just adding some more of these outer walls because I want really have an impression how the building might look in the future. So I'm adding now the outer parts here, adding the windows, the missing windows. As always, we have one big window in the middle and we have three smaller windows on the left, on the right side of the bigger window. I think it's a very nice combination. And that's how the building looks at the moment. Oscorp sign here, and here on the left side, you see a lot of stuff has been added. And yeah, I really like how everything comes together now. And inside, we're going to add some more stuff in future updates. And when we're going up, we are going to add more of some laboratory stuff, something like you might think about when you think about Oscorp Industries and the Oscorp Tower building. And I really like how it looks like now at the moment. By the way, I have a lot of other stuff to do, of course. As you can see here on the left side, there's almost nothing inside, but it's a very complicated, very big build. It takes a lot of time and money, of course, a lot of parts, but I really like how that looks, especially with it more, cold light and everything like that. As I said, we're going to finish that lower area here in a future update very soon, so we can go up and up and up. And then we have now a good idea of how everything will look later on when we're going up and up and adding more stuff to that areas. By the way, here's my Oscorp minifigure, Osborne minifigure, of course. That's not his final place. Later on, he's going to be placed, in a higher floor in his own office. But at the moment, he's just standing here looking down into the entrance hall. And yeah, by the way, I really need to add some more stuff here. On the left side, there's a big white wall. Maybe I'm adding another billboard here. And of course, we have to finish, we really have to finish that bus terminal outside to get that big gap done here in that area. So yeah, but that's it for today. Oscorp building is rising up and I really like how it goes. I hope you like it too. As always, feel free to write your ideas, comments, everything else in the comments. And that's it for today. Bye until next time.